Hello YouTube. Welcome back to Bald Man Building an Airplane. This is fuel tank video 8, and this time we are doing mainly deburring and some work on the ribs for the fuel tank again. I had to, let's see. Yeah, these parts, I think I said something in the last video how they're similar to the RV-10, but that plane does have bigger fuel tanks. I don't know how exactly, but yeah, these parts definitely all need to be deburred more than the standard 14 parts. It must just be that they're made on the 10 tooling or something like that. So. Just got to do that part of the process. The wing skins, however, are more like the standard 14 pieces, where one side of them is you can sort of feel a little burr or something on one side, but the other side you can't. And so, like, the inside of this skin is nice and smooth. The outside of the other skin was nice and smooth. So since the outside of this skin was not nice and smooth, I had to run the deburring bit over it. Not a big deal. I'll just run it real quick while the blue is still on. This reminds me, I don't think I deburred the backside holes on the rear flange. On this one, or rather on the other one. So let's see, this is the left side skin, so I need to double check the rear flange burrs on the inside on the right side skin. Note to self. Even though this was a few days ago, I'm definitely not to that part yet. And then again, we're scuffing some lines where the stiffener, the baffle attaches, and the ribs attach, because we want the tank sealant to have something, a little bit more help to adhere. But we do want to keep the nice shiny aluminum surface there for most of it, because, you know, corrosion protection. Although it's got fuel in it, which is kind of, I don't know, I guess 100 low lead is probably somewhat corrosive, but I can't imagine it's terrible. We'll find out in 40 years. All right. Then what happened was I had to make a few adjustments to some things, and I'd realized that I hadn't quite fluted these ribs well enough, and so I was having a trouble. I can't remember what exactly I was doing, but it had to do with inserting the ribs into the skin while it was in the cradle here, and it turned out there was a couple of issues. Number one, the cradle, I cut it too thin, so it needs to be widened out at the top when I initially cut it out. So it was squeezing the skin too much, but also some of these flanges, or some of the ribs needed additional fluting to line the holes up better. That way they would fit into the skins nicely. Basically, once you get sealant in there, the last thing you want to have is a rib that doesn't align. So I took some extra time to double check. Again, I think I said this before in another one as well. I'd rather do more work up front before everything is gooped up with this nasty, super sticky, super thick marshmallow fluff than after. So anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for stopping by.